Yo, what is up guys, Anish back here again with another video, and today it has been a while since I've done a really good unboxing video, but I hope you guys enjoy it. So, today we have a pretty darn interesting product. We have the NVIDIA Geforce RTX 2060. So, let's get right into it. So guys, if you don't know what the Geforce RTX 2060 is, it is basically the latest line of graphic cards that NVIDIA starts to make nowadays. They originally had the GTX series, but now we are on to the RTX series, where they include something that is known as ray tracing, which is kind of like, it kind of gives like reflections of like, basically like the graphics that happen during games. But there's not a whole lot of games that support RTX, but, well, technically not RTX, but ray tracing, but there are going to be many more games in the future that will support ray tracing. But this is one of the most budget graphic cards that NVIDIA has ever come out with, which is the 2060. So the specs on it are actually, they seem pretty decent, but I've heard a lot about the gameplay and I'm pretty sure it's gonna look amazing. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Alright, so let's just cut it right here from the side. So guys, we just took off the taping from the box and let's unveil the RTX 2060. This is the first time I'm seeing it in real life. I've not seen it yet in real life, but let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. Oof. That looks so good. Damn, guys. Whoa, even the presentation. If you guys just look right here, the presentation is really nice. Whoa, this card is big. This card is actually pretty darn big. Now it's not as big as like a 2070 or 2080, but from what I've had, this is a pretty beefy card, and it looks dope AF. So I'm excited to put this into my computer, and let's pick it up for the first time. Oh, I feel solid. Okay, so it's got some nice weight to it. If you guys want to see a bit more close up right here, this is how the card looks. It looks really nice. Now the design, it has a lot of taping, but the design on the RTX card is actually a bit different than the GTX series Founder Editions, because this one actually has dual fans. Now on the original GTX cards, they only had a single fan, which was like a blower fan, which is the reason why many people went and got like OEM cards, which are basically graphic cards made from different manufacturers. And I'm actually kind of liking the new style that NVIDIA is doing with the new Founders Edition cards. And I'm so excited to put this into my PC and, you know, test it out for myself. But we're gonna keep this on the side, nice and quickly. Alright, keep it right here. But obviously I wanna see what else we get inside the packaging. So, let's see, I guess we pull out this tab, I guess. Ooh, it's kind of there's some good packaging in NVIDIA. Like, you guys are doing a great job. All right, so right here kind of says the RTX 2060 quick start guide, and let's take that out. We got a Geforce RTX support guide right here. All right, guys. So that is everything that comes inside of the 2060 box, and I'm really excited to plug this into my PC. So let's go plug it into my PC. Alright guys, so it has been a few days since I already unboxed the 2060, and now it is into my PC. However, we did run into some technicalities, like I had to replace my power supply since my older one didn't have a second PCI connector, so I had to trade it out with my dad's power supply, and now we finally have it. So my spec list on my PC is an i7-8700K. We have the RTX 2060, obviously. We have 16 gigabytes of RAM. The motherboard is, I believe, a Gigabyte Z370 Ultra Gaming Wi-Fi. 2 terabytes of HDD, and a 750 watt power supply. So that's kind of like the main specs with it. Obviously have it in a nice thermal case, you know, clear side. So, you know, we can get some nice RGB effects with it. Obviously I have it on all blue. But right now, I'm going to do a little bit of some benchmarks, do some gameplay, and just see how well the 2060 performs. So let's get into some games. Alright guys, so for peripherals, we have the Razer Black Widow Chroma V2. This is honestly by far one of my favorite keyboards I've ever felt. Like the keys, like the switches themselves, feel really nice. They are Razer green switches. It obviously comes with a nice ergonomic wrist rest, and has like 5 macro keys on the side, and it's just a really dope keyboard to have. Next I have a Corsair dark core RGB mouse. Obviously you guys, like, I'm pretty sure all the hardcore gamers are going to be like, why do you have Corsair and Razer? But, you know, obviously Corsair wireless mouses are, you know, cheaper than Razer wireless mouses. And for my headset, I have a Logitech G933. So, let's put these headphones on and get into some gameplay. Alright guys, to make our testing a bit easier, we're going to start off with Rocket League, which I'm pretty sure the 2060 should handle that game pretty well, since my 1050 Ti handled it like a beast, so I'm pretty sure this one shall too. So let's get into the game. Alright guys, so I'm going to start a new season, so let's go play local, new season, and let's see. Start new season, 1, 2, 4, sweet, and let's get into it. Alright, so far looking pretty good. Obviously Rocket League doesn't allow you to put up the FPS, so I'm assuming it's probably like over 100 frames per second, probably even more than that, but we'll see how well it turns out. So it looks like Rocket League is handling it just fine. Yeah, the gameplay looks pretty darn smooth, not gonna lie. Alright guys, so the gameplay, obviously it feels really nice. Obviously I don't really see a huge difference between this and the 1050 Ti. Both of them perform pretty darn similar. I'm assuming that we're probably getting a bit more frame rate out of this one, since it's obviously a higher graphic card with more gigs of you know, VRAM. So with Rocket League, it's handling the game pretty darn well. So I think we'll move on to another game, and let's choose obviously probably one of the most popular games out there right now. Let's go for Fortnite. So let's try it. Alright guys, so right now we are in the Fortnite lobby, and it's looking pretty darn good. As you guys can see, we're like switching the tabs and stuff. And I think we're just gonna go with a solo match and just see how well it goes. So let's go. Alright guys, it looks like we're in the main lobby, and everything seems to be running pretty darn smooth. You know, just, damn. Alright, everything looks pretty darn good. So roughly we're hitting about like 130. I'm assuming like 130, I'd say. It's probably like the max we're getting so far. So in the lobby, it's looking pretty darn nice. I just landed, and everything's looking pretty darn good. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright, we're gonna hide from this guy. Alright, right now he looks like so far he only has an axe. Alright, let's get this guy. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's so easy. That's too easy. See, sometimes you just have to get people when they're distracted, you know? Oh, shoot. Come on, wait. No. Dang it. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for us on this video. Alright guys, so for the RTX 2060, if you guys have that $400 range, if you guys are willing to spend $400 on a graphic card, like, by all means go for it. Like, the performance that you'll get out of like the RTX 2060 is gonna be between like a GTX 1070 Ti to like a GTX 1080. So if you guys are looking for performance somewhere within that range, then by all means I'd probably go for that. And if you guys are thinking like, hey, what if I go for like a 1080 and like RTX 2060? I mean, sure, you'll get like a few more frames than like, you know, than the 2060 with the 1080. But if you guys do buy the RTX 2060, NVIDIA does include either Battlefield 5 or Anthem in their game. So if that also decides the option for you, like, you know, you also have the option of getting a free game with the 2060 or the 2070. Obviously, if you do go for like a 2080 or 2080 Ti, you do get both games with the graphic card. But if you guys are on that budget range of spending only like $100 to $200 worth of, you know, graphics, then by all means, I think a 1050 Ti to like a 1060 would work great for you. And don't get me wrong, guys, like the 1050 Ti has been doing me great for over the past 2 years. But obviously, I wanted to try new games. I wanted to, like, you know, see like how well other cards do. So that's why I just kind of wanted to test it and get a new graphic card. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for us on this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And also click that notification bell icon down below so that you guys get notified for every video that I upload. And I will see you guys later. Peace.